Big Boar Barbecue presents Seven Rivers Racing with Dan Diker and Billy Doc Niles. Today's program is brought to you by Big Boar Barbecue on Highway 16 West Salem and downtown La Crosse. Big Boar Barbecue, now that's a mouthful. By Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialists on La Crosse's north side. By Pizza Hut in La Crosse and Winona. Pizza Hut. Now here's Dan with this week's show.
Hi again, race fans. Big Boar Barbecue presenting Seven Rivers Racing, KQEG TV, along with Paul Reichert. I'm Radio Man Dan here on your weekly racing TV show, longest one running in the state. And we had to move days again when we were taping Paul Reichert. So what does that do? We get a text from Billy Doc Niles. My shirt's not with me. I haven't shaved. I haven't showered. And, of course, we're not going to filtrate the studio with that kind of nonsense.
No, we're not. No.
Paul shows up every week, whether he's on doing TV or radio with me or not. Got the shirt on, the khakis are going, and he's ready to go. So he's going to be your Billy Doc Niles this week. Near capacity at the Crosse Speedway for Night of Destruction.
Oh, yeah. It's always a good show, always an entertaining time with all the monster trucks and Doug Rose and the trailer race. It's always fun.
And you know, that may be one of the last times you see Doug Rose. Doug Rose is 79 years old. Just celebrated his 50th anniversary in that same Green Mamba jet car. And yeah, if you're going to hang it up, there's a time you're going to hang it up. So luckily we get to see him at the Crosse Speedway again, and hopefully that won't be the last time. So the entire program today, we're just going to reflect back on the trailer race of destruction, the monster trucks, rollover, T-bone, pool jump, the whole shebang. But first off, going to show you the last two laps of a very exciting Hornet race. Jesse's going to roll that right now. And about midway through this one, nice-sized garbage accident on the back straightaway.
Yeah.
And it didn't, I mean, Mark Bornitz was involved. You saw his hood crumpled up.
Oh, yeah. I saw that race, and that wreck, oh, my gosh, felt like the big one at Daytona or Talladega. And that really took a hit from Mark Bornitz. I think he finished like 10th in the feature.
And you know what, we thought right off the bat, okay, Caleb Ian misses this, Jimmy Bjorkman's before this, and it didn't really seem to affect any of the drivers until about the last two laps of the races. You're going to see Mark Bornitz was nowhere to be found. Mike Carlson dominated throughout the night in his number 5. He goes out and wins the feature. Jimmy Bjorkman, more importantly, finishes 2nd. Caleb Ian finishes 3rd. Mark Bornitz finishes 10th. And the points were not updated on the La Crosse Speedway website. They're getting ready for Oktoberfest. We apologize for that. But it can't be more than 4 or 5 points between those three heading into Fest.
Yeah, it's really tightened up because of that. So it's going to be just as exciting as all the other divisions that have the type points championships going into Oktoberfest.
So Mike Carlson takes home the win. He had 2 wins on the night. Caleb Ian, as a matter of fact, had 2 wins on the night. She won. Now, we were at our officials meeting, and we were trying to figure out what kind of a novelty we were going to do with the Hornets. So everybody put their collective heads together. Not only was it a double spin to win, but also a second across the line in the same race.
That makes it really interesting when you get both of them together.
We did it twice. And Caleb Ian ended up winning the first one. And Jack Litchheim was back out in his Hornet, and he ended up taking the second one. All right, we're going to roll a whole bunch of video from last weekend. I want to thank all the fans that came out. It was simply outstanding to see that many people jammed into the grandstands, headed all the way out to the parking lot by 8:15, and what a great night we had. First off, this was a newcomer right here. Jesse's going to pop this one, and this is Rich Cummings on his super trike. Now, he had been down at the Madison International Speedway the night before, putting on quite the show. Heavy-powered, supercharged, gasoline, you name it. This thing was doing a nice job on wheelies.
Wow, I saw the pictures of it on Facebook of his appearance at Madison the night before, and I thought, wow, that thing, oh, God, that's motorcycle on steroids. Oh my gosh.
It was about the size of a monster truck, and Rich Cummings did a real nice job heading up and down the speedway. So it was nice to see him come out, and hopefully he comes back and be a part of our Smash-O-Rama or Night of Destruction next year. Talking about the monster trucks, we're going to show you a couple of clips of this. First one out is the Incinerator Ryan Rice. Now, if you might remember, the first 2 times he was at the La Crosse Speedway a couple of years ago, first time out, had the black truck, no wrap, flipped it on its lid. Remember that night?
Yeah, I do remember that. that night. Oh, wow.
And then the second time he came, last year, he ended up breaking something on the axle. Well, he was out for redemption, and he did a great job of mopping up the other monster truck that was there. A couple of 360s, wheelies down the front straightaway, crushing the 3-car pile, then the 5-car pile later on. Well, then here is the guy that's coming out with him. This is the Mechanical Mischief, Jim Burns. Now, Jim started his monster truck career at the La Crosse Speedway 10 years ago. He's done thousands of shows since then. But it was not a good night for Jim. He's never broke at the La Crosse Speedway. Hopefully, we can show you that clip right here. He hit the pile and went like this real quick, and it took 2 wreckers to get that puppy off the track.
Oh man, I mean, like you said, with the other monster truck, with his bad luck, now it's the other monster truck. I mean, oh my gosh, you hate to see these kinds of things happen when they break. And
Jim was a good sport. He said it straight out. You know, this is one of those things. It's like a racing deal that you're going to have these things kind of happen. But he was pretty disappointed because he really likes coming back to the La Crosse Speedway. So now we're going to go and show you one of the best pool jumps we've had at the Speedway. Jared Novak, 2 years ago, did this in a limousine going forwards. Last year, if you may remember, he did it from turn 1 going backwards.
Oh, really? Wow.
We got to get him to more even destructions or rattle his memory. This year, he said he wanted to do something different, and I think he went out, as you're about to see, into the La Crosse Speedway parking lot and took somebody's convertible Mustang, as you're going to see right here.
Oh,
that was a nice looking ride.
Really? Oh,
Top
man.
was down. He was ready to go, and he hit them. You know, they wanted him to actually go through twice because he hit it so perfect the first time and went right up over the pool. As you'll see, we thought about doing it a second time, but then the water was already gone, and there was nothing more we could do with that. So. That was just a taste of what we had at the La Crosse Speedway Saturday night. When Paul and I come back, we're going to show you a whole lot more again. Doug Rose only did one thing this year, and that's one of the best things he does. He melted down a minivan. Yes. A lot of people were just stunned that they'd never been there before. Also, we're going to show you Ryan Suhanik, 3-time world record holder on ice, made his appearance back at the La Crosse Speedway again on his Kawasaki. Good friend of mine. Good to see him back out at the Speedway. He was involved in a wreck in October of 2007 that took one of his legs, and without a helmet, said he wouldn't be here today. And then he was hit a couple of years ago, and again had helmet safety. Talking to the folks at the La Crosse Speedway. I'm going to show you some of the rollover competition. First time in a while we've had 2 guys tie. Had to go to a fan vote. Steel wall crash, not number 1, but number 2. We're going to show you both of those and a whole lot more next on 7 Rivers Racing.
You don't have to fly to Kansas City to get great barbecue. Or you don't have to drive down to Des Moines to get great pulled pork too. If you want ribs, the best in town, pulled pork or chicken too, just come on down for the best food in town at Big Boar Barbecue.
Hi, this is Jerry Byer, and I'm pleased to announce the opening of our new location. We're bringing our delicious ribs, pulled pork, and brisket to the north side of La Crosse. Now, if you live on the north side and you want delicious barbecue ribs, pulled pork, or brisket, now you'll find our Big Boar Cook Shack parked on the corner of George and Gillette Street every Wednesday through Sunday. We're just a short walk from your door. So come on over and sink your teeth into the barbecue voted best in La Crosse County. Don't forget takeout. Big Boar Barbecue. Now that's a mouthful.
Yeah!
Whatever your perfect temperature, you'll enjoy consistent comfort with the heating and air conditioning systems homeowners rank number 1. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning.
Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialists, providing Coulee region families with perfect indoor weather all year long. Call for your free estimate today, 608-782-0977. Have you tried the great lunch buffet at Pizza Hut? Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1:30, Pizza Hut in La Crosse and Winona offers you an all-you-can-eat lunch buffet for just $5.99. All the salad, pasta, breadsticks, and of course, delicious piping hot pizza you can eat. How about dinner? Don't get up, get online and get a large 2-topping pizza for just $7.99. It's the best pizza delivery deal at your La Crosse and Winona Pizza Hut. Call for delivery or order online. Pizza Hut.
Welcome back, race fans. Big Boar Barbecue presents Seven Rivers Racing, KQEG TV. You know, talking about Big Boar Barbecue, Paul Reichert, I need to get a hold of them because every year at Oktoberfest, we have a menagerie of food that ends up in the tower.
I've heard, yeah.
And Kevin Ramsville, who's going to be on my Whitetail Crossing Convenience Stores Race Report Saturday at noon on WBOG, they supply the Tons O cookies and other entities. I'm going to need to get a hold of Big Boar because he's never had it before. Could you imagine that up in that tower?
Oh, that's not going to last more than 5 minutes, probably.
After watching what he did at Big Boar and we taped out earlier this year, forget interviews. Forget any kind of interviews over a 2-week span. He was almost eating people's fingertips. That was bad. Back to destruction. What a great night we had last Saturday in front of almost a capacity crowd at the Crosse Speedway. Doug Rose, you know the name, Green Mamba Jet Car. I didn't realize that was his 50th anniversary this year in that same car.
I didn't know that either. So congratulations to you, Doug, for 50 years.
How many jet engines do you think he's gone through?
Oh, my gosh. I don't know, 10, 12, I don't know.
You just can't go on eBay and find a jet engine.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
Well, Doug, again, up there in age, 79 years old, and you can tell it's kind of wearing on him, but he was not going to be deterred to come back to La Crosse this year. And as you're going to see, we put him in the middle of the action track quarter mile in a minivan, and you can just see what the rest of what happened right here. And I kept telling fans in the grandstands, Paul, if you're about 5-6 rows up, you're going to feel the heat.
Yeah, I think you even feel the heat when he did drove down the front straight, actually drove around the track, came back down the front straight. So, man, that thing is very intense.
Can't imagine how many thousands of shows he's done in the Green Mamba Jet Car. So again, Ryan Suhanic came up from Edgerton, Wisconsin. Usually there's 2 stunt cycles. Ryan was up again this year, and we're going to show you a little bit of what he does. The front wheelie stops, the wheelies, the legs over the gas tank, pointed towards us. I mean, this guy is just completely phenomenal. 3-time record holder. He broke a record, world record 2 years ago, the longest wheelie on ice, and then the fastest wheelie on ice. And he broke both of those world records this past winter, and then added another one. You know, the front wheelie stop is like this. How about doing that for 112 feet?
Oh, wow.
That's the balance.
Yeah, you got to have balance going that far.
He's got 3 official world records. Great friend of the program. He listens to the radio show every chance he gets and watches us on YouTube at 7 Rivers Racing. And we appreciated him coming back out. How about Davis Helgeson and Dexter Malin? We're going to show you these 2 guys in a rollover competition. I cannot remember the last time we actually had a tie.
Yeah, that was a pretty competitive rollover contest between those 2, and they were just getting it done.
Davis Helgeson's, as you'll see, stopped in the grass, actually kind of rolled on the nose.
Yeah, that was...
Again, like it was identical. Now, how do you do that?
Yeah.
So it's 1 point for a roll, 5 for a complete. Dexter Malin and Davis Helgeson both went over and tied at 10. Davis Helgeson ended up taking the fan vote because I think of the ballerina moves he was doing on the nose of that car.
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
I think Alien has never seen anything like that either.
You know, Alien had such a bad night that not only did the rollover not go for him, he was in the burnout competition. You're going to see him here in a minute. Here is later in the segment. He was in a steel wall crash in a nice-looking Cadillac. So he was in a burnout competition, and I've seen hamsters run a wheel faster over a block of cheese than what he did. So as we're introducing all the drivers, it was a fan vote of who won. I went to the crowd and I said, now, when Alien comes out, and it's the green head, the long fingers, he's an alien. At the same time, I want you to say pathetic. And I had darn near over 5,000 people at the same time, when I mentioned his name, all in unison yell pathetic. It was hilarious. It was simply outstanding. He couldn't get the traction control or something like that out of gear in this Cadillac, so that's why it was pretty bad. So yeah, that was Davis Helgeson and Dexter Malin. The rollover competition both did a nice job. Helgeson gets the fan vote. Here is the steel wall crash. This is steel wall crash number 1. Here's the red caddy. This is Alien. And I kind of figured, watching over steel walls in the past, you've seen them in the past, the car gets hit, does a complete flip. He really didn't budge it much.
No, really? That didn't go down like it does?
I think aliens do not belong in stunts at the La Crosse Speedway.
No,
I think that's
I don't
what
think
it is.
So, yeah.
Well, that was steel wall crash number 1. Now, Steelwall Crash number 2 featured Taylor Dobbs. Of course, Taylor's been out in a Hornet. He's been in a Thunderstock, Street Stock. And what he did to that car was what we normally would see, as you're going to see right here. You hit it just in the right spot where Western Technical College has it written in the trunk, since they were the sponsor, and just completely destroyed it. And everybody in turn 1 was watching car parts fly all over the place.
Wow! When you see that car flip when they hit it just right, that's a good hit.
What they want to do next to the drivers were saying, hey, we should do them simultaneous. I said, well, that's too close together in turn 1. They were like, well, how about we put one in turn 1 and we put one down by turn 4 and then hit them like this at the same time?
Oh, really? Oh, I think that'd be pretty good.
I wouldn't have a good vantage point, though, unless I stood right in the middle.
Yeah.
I would end up with whiplash watching one and then hit the other one. So, yeah, that was a great time up until then. The safety crew that was out there did a phenomenal job as well. Talked to Dave Nelke this week out the Speedway. Took him till about 3 o'clock. Was it Monday afternoon to finally get the whole track clean? Took almost 2.5 days.
Wow, that's. I mean, when we saw the cleanup for the trailer race back in August, they got it done. But with all that destruction, it's going to take a lot longer.
So again, what we're going to do here in segment number 3 is we're going to bring you, since a lot of people didn't get a chance to see, 30 entries this year.
30, yeah, I saw that. 30. A big pile up there in turn 2.
I thought I was going to lose my voice just announcing their names as they were coming out on the racetrack. You had everything: boats, campers, pop-ups, motorhomes. I saw a couple of kids' toys being yanked all over the racetrack. I mean, it was just simply phenomenal. And the Reaper went out, and I think one of the reasons he won is he did something I don't think I've ever seen in all my years at the Speedway. Is he was, you're going in a circle this way. He actually turned around and
I saw that. He went
the opposite direction
down the front straight. Yeah, I thought, what the heck is he doing?
I think he missed a bumper or something like that, because he was out destroying everything he could. We're going to show you quite a bit of the trailer race when we come back next on 7 Rivers Racing.
You don't have to fly to Kansas City to get great barbecue. Or you don't have to drive down to Des Moines to get great pulled pork too. If you want ribs, the best in town, pulled pork or chicken too, then just come on down for the best food in town at Big Boy Barbecue.
Hi, this is Jerry Beyer, and I'm pleased to announce the opening of our new location. We're bringing our delicious ribs, pulled pork, and brisket to the north side of La Crosse. Now, if you live on the north side and you want delicious barbecue ribs, pulled pork, or brisket, now you'll find our Big Boar Cook Shack parked on the corner of George and Gillette Street every Wednesday through Sunday. We're just a short walk from your door. So come on over and sink your teeth into the barbecue voted best in La Crosse County. Don't forget takeout. Big Boar Barbecue. Now that's a mouthful.
Yeah!
Whatever your perfect temperature, you'll enjoy consistent comfort with the heating and air conditioning systems homeowners rank #1. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning.
Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialists, providing Cooley Region families with perfect indoor weather all year long. Call for your free estimate today, 608-782-0977. Have you tried the great lunch buffet at Pizza Hut? Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1:30, Pizza Hut in La Crosse and Winona offers you an all-you-can-eat lunch buffet for just $5.99. All the salad, pasta, breadsticks, and of course, delicious piping hot pizza you can eat. How about dinner? Don't get up, get online and get a large 2-topping pizza for just $7.99. It's the best pizza delivery deal at your La Crosse and Winona Pizza Hut. Call for delivery or order online. Pizza Hut.
One more time, race fans, welcome back. Big Boar Barbecue presents 7 Rivers Racing along with Paul Reichert and the granddaughter, Hallie. I am Radio Man Dan Diker. A lot of you have me on Facebook, and you've seen the granddaughter that I've been so proud to be a part of her life over the years. How old are you now?
5.
How many hands is that? Yep, that's 5 right there. And she said, Papa, I want to go watch you do the radio and TV thing. So I brought her in the studio. So this is my beautiful granddaughter, Hallie. Who did you want to say hi to?
Mom, Bubby, and Grandma.
Can you wave?
Hi.
Do you think Paul's doing a good job so far?
Uh-huh.
You keep clapping when we're done. So we must be doing good, right? You like racing?
Yes.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Go-karter right here. So we're going to show you what Dave Mahurin in the Reaper and 29 others did in the Trailer Race of Destruction from Saturday night's Night of Destruction. That's coming right now.
Race fans, are you about ready? We've got 30 competitors for you tonight. And a dog. I think that's from Dumb and Dumber. Right now? All right, race fans, I want you real loud. Let's get them going in 5, 4. Let the trailer race of destruction begin! And here we go! 30 of them, count them, 30! One of the biggest crowds we've had in a long time. I'd give it a couple of laps before you start seeing destruction. Every corner of the speedway has a trailer. Who's the first to go? Got cars stalled out in turn 3 already. Here comes our first big collision on the back straightaway with the 69X. Oh, there goes a trailer sideways, upside down. We got boats getting mangled in turn 2. That trailer's disintegrating. Oh, 19 of us got that trailer tipped over the front straightaway. Oh, disintegration in turn 2 of the Ziegler van. We got a tire caught between these two. Up and over, he's stuck on top of a trailer. Lawson, collision with a 75. It's a grand opening, folks. That white pickup truck is hurting, stuck on that boat. Oh, huge for the 69! And he's going the wrong way! Lawson's truck is stuck on the front straight up. Big collision! Does it get them separated? It does! They're alive! A log jam like no other in turn 2. Mayhem on the back straightaway. And we still have a grand opening. Oh, this one's going sideways in turn 4. Woo! 69, it goes head to head with a 73. Here's where the destruction gets huge. The Reaper still alive with a camper. Another camper going over the front straightaway. Still have a grand opening going on. Somebody hit that guy. Alien the UFO still going. Ziegler van still going. The 97 car trying to get it started. The dog machine still alive. Here comes some more campers in tow. That one's going over. What's left but some measly trailers? Log jam in turn 1. The Reaper's still going strong. 77 still going strong. If you can make it through turn 2 and the front straightaway, there goes a tire. What do you think, race fans? Oh, there goes the grand opening flag. The Reaper just mowing down everything. 73 was stuck, still going strong. How about the 77? Can't even see where he's going. UFO, Alien still has a trailer in tow. Clausen down here still trying to get that Reckless machine and powered up. Not going to happen tonight. Clausen shredding a tire all over the place, trying to get that truck moving here in the K9. 97 has it back under power. The station wagon trying to get it going. Oh, another tire goes. Clausen still trying to get that truck active. White flag flies, 1 lap remaining. Who's it gonna be? All this destruction, the checkered flag is out. Still got vehicles going head-to-head, colliding. UFO still busting up trailers in turn 2.
Well, I'll tell you what, there was a lot of destruction on that racetrack and every single corner. I mean, there wasn't, and it was quick, too. 2 laps in, man, and there was stuff flying all over the place.
Oh, yeah. There's usually has been a pile up there in turn 2, and this was no exception with the large field that they had. It didn't surprise me we'd have something major happening.
Well, it was a great time again. It was nice to see all those fans of the Crosse Speedway just jammed them in. And congratulations to all the competitors that made that a fantastic show as well. Well, we got to skedaddle on out of here. I want to thank Paul Riker for joining us. I want to thank the granddaughter, Hallie. Look right there and say, go Lacrosse Speedway.
I can't.
Yes, you can. Say, go Lacrosse Speedway. All right, she's thinking it. She's thinking about the Lacrosse Speedway. Bill Doc Niles, hopefully we can get him showered, shaved, and a clean shirt sometime before the end of October.
Quit changing taping dates.
Until then, we will see you next week on Big Boar Barbecue presents 7 Rivers Racing.
You've been watching the Big Boar Barbecue presentation of 7 Rivers Racing on KQEG TV. 7 Rivers Racing is brought to you by Big Boar Barbecue on Highway 16 West Salem and downtown La Crosse. Big Boar Barbecue, now that's a mouthful. By Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialists on La Crosse's north side. By Pizza Hut in La Crosse and Winona. Pizza Hut. Join us next week at this same time for Doc and Dan and 7 Rivers Racing on KQEG TV.